Hi, I'm William Mills. I'm here at Finovate Spring 2022 in San Francisco, and I'm pleased to be joined by Tessa Wijaya, Chief Operating Officer and co-founder of Xendit. How are you doing today, Tessa?
Good, thank you, and thanks for having me here.
Oh, it's great. It's a great show here. And for those folks that aren't here at Finovate today, tell me about Xendit and how and why the company was formed.
So Xendit is the Stripe of Southeast Asia. We want to bring the experience of doing payments really easily and seamlessly, like we experience here in the US, to Southeast Asia.
Right.
The unique challenge in Southeast Asia is this. We've got a market where no one can have access to credit cards, but we've got a bunch of people who already have two phones. So 50% of the world's internet users is in Southeast Asia.
Right.
So we've got people who are ready to come online, but they don't know how to make payments online. So this is where Xendit comes in. We want to bring in world quality APIs to merchants who want to accept payments in Southeast Asia, and we want that seamless payment experience and market.
So that was the pain point you were looking to solve. How did you go about launching? When did you start?
Yeah, we started in 2015. Actually, we did start out doing payments like we did today. We started as a Bitcoin company, but through our journey as a startup, finding product market fit, we realized that the basics, payment infrastructure,
Right.
was something that's still lacking in market, and that's where we should be starting to innovate to continue to contribute to the economy.
Well, tell us about your role as COO. What's your biggest challenges there?
Yeah, so as CEO, basically, I like to say I want to make Moses' dream come true. Moses is CEO,
Right.
so he focuses on growth and also on investor relations and fundraising. My role really is to keep that engine running. So everything from financial operations to merchant risk, merchant onboarding, customer success, government relations, that's where I'm at. And yeah, so far so good.
So you make it work.
Yeah, definitely. Get the wheels to keep running.
Well, I want to congratulate you on your brand new $300 million Series D funding, which was announced, I believe, this morning, in addition to your unicorn status last September. These are tremendous achievements.
Oh, it's been an exciting time indeed.
Well, it's been September, and from September to today, it sounds like things are moving very quickly. What have been some of the most important milestones in your journey, and what you've learned along the way?
Yeah, so definitely in terms of our milestones, we've been really excited since our last fundraising. We've tripled the number of transactions that are coming through our platform. We were at about 65 million in September 2021,
Right.
and now we're at about 200 million transactions being processed, which is quite a large amount. We're processing also about $15 billion in transaction, and that's both in Indonesia and Philippines. Yeah, which brings me to the next milestone. So actually, through COVID, we expanded to a whole other market.
Wow. So you
Some
grew
may say,
during
yeah,
COVID,
we
right?
did grow as well. Some may say that was a bad idea, but it's been amazing. We're now number one in the Philippines and looking at other parts of the region to expand to soon.
Wow. Well, is there anything you wish you had known then that you know now when you first started the company?
Yeah, so I feel like there are three recipes to our success. First things first, obviously, it sounds very obvious, but it's harder than it seems, is to understand what customers want. I think you have to understand in a market like Southeast Asia, we can't just go around saying, here, we're going to bring technology from Silicon Valley into the market without understanding local payments behavior. So that
Right.
took a while to really get adjusted to. And obviously now we've been extremely successful at that. The second part is all these regulatory challenges that we have to face
Right.
in an emerging market. I think regulators are still trying to grapple with the rise of fintech, and we're there, so we understand now that we have to communicate with them. We have to constantly explain what we're doing for the market and how it can actually improve payments for the country and the infrastructure for digital payments in the market. I think that's been a great learning. And I think in terms of the third, navigating local ways of doing things. So what I mean is in Southeast Asia, if you want to form partnerships, it's not just about the transaction, it's about the relationship as well. Navigating which conglomerate's doing what and making sure that we're doing value add, we're not just competing with these folks. So I think those are three invaluable learnings to be in Southeast Asia.
It's been my experience just because two people speak the same language doesn't mean they can communicate at all. Have you run into that at all in your
Oh,
new markets?
definitely,
So
definitely.
tell me about that.
I mean, look, I'm originally Indonesian. I'm born and bred.
Right.
Obviously, I went to school in the United States as well as in Australia, which is why I can converse here with you
Thank
today
you.
with an
And I
American
appreciate
accent.
that.
Yeah, no worries. But expanding to the Philippines, everybody there speaks English, but that doesn't mean we understand payment behaviors and market, right? Even and to highlight to you, Southeast Asia, we have 25,000 islands, 11 countries with hundreds of dialects, hundreds of languages. So not everyone's the same. Not every market's the same. So for us, for example, understanding that in the Philippines, the big problem was about a lot of people still paying in cash. Whereas in
Really?
Indonesia, it's all about how do I do disbursements? How do I do refunds instantly? How do I send money to other people? So there are all these little nuances that you can only understand when you've been in the market long enough like us.
Wow. Well, any other advice you'd give to fintechs looking to be as successful as you?
Yeah, I think again for us, it's about focusing on delivering the best value product, the best product there is for the customer. So understanding customer needs. It's about I have this. It's a bit of a nice tagline. We regionalize to scale, we localize to win.
Can you say
So
that again?
regionalize to scale, localize to win.
I like it.
Yeah, so it's all about just understanding local needs. Everyone's ready to go online. This is the time to be here, and especially the time to be in Southeast Asia.
Right.
So if you can crack that market, it's a fantastic time to be here.
Well, you're going to be featured on the Unicorn Power Panel tomorrow, which is very cool. Can you give us a preview about what you'll be talking about in that panel?
Yeah, so I think I'm going to be diving a little bit deeper on Southeast Asia and the kinds of payments innovations that are happening there. Again, I want to emphasize that in America, it's so easy to make payments. You have credit cards, you can just tap this card. A lot of times, you don't even have to input that card number to make payments.
Right.
In market in Indonesia, actually, I brought a little something.
Oh, cool.
It's going to be a little bit crazy. This is how we used to make payments in the country. So you have to log in. It's not on mobile. You have to press a lot of buttons.
Right.
It looks kind of like a pager.
Yeah.
So we're trying to change this to just be a mobile first. With one click, we can make that payment happen. And that type of innovation is going to be extremely, extremely exciting to talk about.
Well, what's next for Xendit?
Yeah, so for us, we have three things that we really want to do with, especially with the recent fundraising. One part is we want to regionalize further, so we want to expand to more markets. We think we've got that playbook in Southeast Asia that we've cracked. So why not bring this world-class technology to other countries in Southeast Asia? So that's first. Secondly, we also want to expand out of payments. I think when you think about a merchant coming online, being able to help them, it's not just about payments. We've got lending products, for example, so that these merchants who are ready to come online, who's growing their businesses, can also have working capital loans.
Right.
We've got other supporting kind of ops automation, I guess back office automation products that we want to expand into, so that anything and everything that a merchant needs to come online, we're there for them. And the third thing, through COVID, a lot of small businesses wanted to come online, and they signed up to us in droves. I think no one's had that silver bullet to crack for
Right.
SMEs.
Right.
And if Xendit can do that, that would be a dream.
What do you see tackling North or South America in the future?
I wish. I think though there's a lot of room to grow yet in Southeast Asia. So I think we'll definitely be focusing on that in the near future.
Okay, great. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with us today. I know folks are going to be very interested what you said today and the panel tomorrow. So thank you for participating. And this is William and Tessa from Finovate Spring in San Francisco.